Well, good afternoon. This is Hound Dog Steve wishing you a very pleasant afternoon. And although the weather may be nice, this is a very sad and a sorrowful day for the country of Canada, as the Supreme Court, as you may well have heard now, has turned down the Universal Ostrich Farm's appeal to basically continue to appeal to the Supreme Court. So basically, as far as I can see, except for whatever the stand they're going to make at the farm, or basically all options have now run out. And to me, this is an absolutely staggering decision. The CFIA is completely out of control. They have not been called in for any of the abuses to the ostriches, the lack of feeding, the disappearing ostriches, the inconsistent way in which they have handled the whole operation here. And now we're going to watch a bloodbath take place on that farm at the hands of these monsters. And I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, the people involved in this, as far as the government is concerned, will not be smiled upon historically. What they have done here, the silence of the politicians, has been absolutely deafening. Like I say, the out of control nature of the CFIA, the bullying tactics, the threatening, the using our tax dollars to basically defend them when they should be being prosecuted for invading private property. And that's what nobody seems to be, I think, realizing about this, is when are you next? You may think this is just an ostrich farm in BC, but it is not. And if anybody owns property, if anybody has a pet or an animal, or keeps any kind of small holding going, small homestead, you better look out, because these people are unstoppable. And that begs the question, so why are we voting? Well, if you can create a crown corporation, an agency of the government that has absolutely no oversight whatsoever, when our politicians are supposed to be our voice. I know they don't act like that, but they're supposed to be our voice within a government, standing up for this kind of stuff, and they have just been absolutely silent. It was the same with COVID. They were absolutely silent. They said not a thing. And they watched the suffering take place. When you research the CFIA and you look at the damage that they have done to people's lives and people's property, and every single situation has been a hearsay situation. It was somebody heard of an animal, there was some sheep that were killed, some Staffordshire sheep, and someone told them that there was a sheep that was sold from a woman in Ontario, had no tag, no proof, no nothing. But because it had tested positive for scabies, no, they went down and they had to kill all of her sheep. I mean, absolutely staggering. And we should be asking ourselves these questions. Like I say, who is in charge here? Who has oversight here? When the CFIA won't even follow its own protocols, when it won't follow the protocols of the World Organization for Animal Health, how can you expect us to believe you? And I said this before in another video. What you're going to see is people just completely abandoning government, because it is just ass about face. It lies all the time. Every time you come in contact with the government, you end up getting burned one way or another, and they get away scot-free. And so I don't know what the government possibly feels it has to gain by having this absolute loss of confidence in the ability of the government to A, govern, and to B, follow its own protocols and make sensible plans. I mean, this is a two-tier system of tyrannical justice, ladies and gentlemen. And until we refuse to accept this, it's going to continue, and it's going to get worse, because bullies never stop until they are stopped. I can assure you of that. And under Mark Carney, it is going to get a whole heck of a lot worse than it is right now. You mark my words. Okay? But anyway, this is a sad day and I'm sorry to bring you the news. I'm sure that you have seen this on Facebook and where have you, and Katie's putting a brave face on it, but like I say, quite frankly, I'm not quite sure what there is left to do except to continue the protest and to keep raising awareness and hope. I mean, the minister can still step in. If this minister has enough nuts, he can step in and just stop this immediately. The Supreme Court was just a delaying tactic. It's the minister that can stop this. Okay, so if you have Heath McDonald, is the guy's name, and email him, drown this guy in email, give him like a DOS breakdown of his system, because so many people are emailing trying to contact this guy, telling him to do his freaking job. Okay, well, that's about it from me. I'm already all choked up. My heart goes out to Katie and her family. I'm so glad that I did make it to the farm and met all of those wonderful people. And yeah, Katie, I am so sorry for this result, and I was hoping for better news, and hopefully a miracle will happen. Okay, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe below, and in the meantime, this is Hound Dog Steve wishing you a very pleasant afternoon, and we'll talk very shortly. See you now. Bye.